Well, let me just say part of it is, and people will say, well, how do you connect this? Well, not only access to capital, but one of the things that I think is a real problem for Baltimore City is its school system. And people say, well, why is that? Because when you want to attract new business and you want people to live in your city, the fastest growing populations in our city are 18 to 34 and 55 years of age and older. People leave our city because they can't raise their children here because they don't believe in our public school system. So one of the things I want to do is build a first-class public education system that offers the same amenities as many other jurisdictions in the state do, as well as invest more in our public school system. We, for example, contribute only 11 to 14% of our taxes or our residents' tax dollars to our school system, whereas every other jurisdiction offers 35 to 50%. The reason I bring up the school system is because when we want businesses to move to our city and people start looking at what are the amenities of any city, they look at the school system, they look at the crime rate. And so it's important that we have a first-class public education system, and it's also important that we reduce the crime and the criminal activity that currently exists in our city. I think those are issues that impact us in terms of luring business and business opportunities to the city. Well, let me just say, I built the first new school in our city in 30 years, and it was a public-private partnership. But what is great about the Baltimore Design School is that we have a board of directors, and that the board of directors is made up of business people. We don't have children in the school, but they're business leaders, they're community leaders, they're college and university leaders that infuse into those schools economics that have created for us first-class labs, first-class computers in our school system. So I see the business community as partnership, a real partnership in how we, one, make sure that the opportunities for growth and expansion are there for the business community, but at the same time that they help us enhance the needs and fill the needs of those who live in our city, because I want our business leaders not just to come here and do business, but to live here, work here, and enjoy the amenities of our city. I see the business community as a partner, whether it is helping us to provide what is needed for our school system, but also as partnership in terms of employing the people who live in our city. 59% of the population that comes to work in Baltimore City come from surrounding jurisdictions. And I want, while I think that's great because they contribute to the tax base of our city, I believe that we have people in our city who have capacity and capability, and part of it is our problem. When you think about the number of colleges and institutions in this city, and we've not developed a strategy for keeping those young people who graduate from our colleges and institutions in our city, I think that's the role of the mayor to say to the presidents, how do we do this? And I've begun those conversations with the presidents of the various colleges and universities and said, how do we connect our young people coming out of your school system to jobs in our cities or opportunities in our cities and housing opportunities in our city? I want to connect that and make it work for the betterment of our city. Well, I tell people, first of all, I'm going to be your walk-around mayor. You look at me and I'll be popped up in your boardroom asking you for help and ascertaining from you, what is it that I need to do that can get you more engaged as business leaders in our city? What kind of partnerships can I help develop with you that will enhance the growth and development of our city? What kind of incentives can I offer you to be a part of the growth and development in the future of our city? This city was built for 1 million people, and now it's 620,000 people. And we've got, what we have here, we have a lot of land and a lot of opportunity. But it's going to take working with the business community, the private sector, and working with the citizens of Baltimore to create a better relationship, not only with the business community, but how we enhance and grow our city together.